Hi everybody, we're here on Bantayan Island. This is the national highway here, and as you can see it's kind of all torn up here, but this is what's going on. You know, I've got my Sunset Beach Resurrection video series going, and they're also destroying and resurrecting the national highway here, and all the roads. They're really doing a great job. But this is part of the construction work, and they just keep going and doing this. And these guys load up the rocks, and then they take these rocks to their house or wherever, and they crush them. They take hammers and bust them up, and then they take the gravel that's left, and they put it in little rice bags. They're actually big rice bags, and then they add it to the cement. So they're kind of recycling all of the concrete here and putting it back into the concrete for the new road. So as you can see, they're just working their way all the way from the south end of the island to the north end, and getting and so as you go through here, you'll see a lot of dirt and dust, but they're actually building the road right this time. In the past, see, now they got this little kid here. He's working. He was actually busting up these big blocks of cement with this sledgehammer a little while ago. Hi. You're going to be on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. See ya. Oh yeah, see that big thing on the ground there? They use that to chip away the rock and turn it into gravel and then bag it, and they get paid to do that. See, there's a whole bunch there they dump here, and the people here, anybody I guess that wants to, can start busting it up and bag it, and then the construction company buys it back from them. So it's kind of like keeping the money in the family, or on the island. And as you can see, these are the old roads here. So they can see they're pretty bad shape. They desperately need to be repaired. They're not all like this, but this is probably the worst example that I've seen. Actually, I've never even seen this road until now. But you can see it's just a complete wreck, totally cracked and stuff. The old days, they would allot so much money, and whoever was in charge of the construction would, instead of building like a 10-inch thick road, they build a 6-inch thick road and sell the concrete or use it to build their house or their giant compound. There's one down the road here where I don't know if it's an ex-mayor or what, but they got this huge compound. It's all concrete and everything, and you know where they got the concrete from. Skimming it off of the construction jobs that the government pays for. So anyway, Duterte is actually, President Duterte of the Philippines, he's actually auditing all these processes now, and so now the roads are getting built right. These new roads are really thick, like 10 inches or 12 inches thick, and they're really nice. They're wider than this. That's another way that they skim. They cut like a foot off of each side, and then whatever cement that they would have used in making that 2 feet, they either sell it or build their house with it, or their grandmother's house, or whoever the corrupt official is. Well, they pretty much put the kibosh to a lot of that corruption, and now we're getting what we're supposed to be getting. So they're really doing a pretty decent job here of it's called Modernizing the Philippines. That's a big that's like their new buzzwords, Modernizing the Philippines. So that's it for now, and there's a couple of foreigners there, tourists like myself. Well, I'm not a tourist, I actually live here, but so anyway, we will come back with some more interesting stuff as soon as we find it. So we'll talk to you and see you soon. Bye. Alright, well, we just showed you the destruction of the national highway and how they're preparing to rebuild it. Well, this is the actual new highway here, and as you can see, they're using a giant rebar. They're using really thick cement. They're putting the, like the rain traction for the rain to drain off of the highway, and then that they have these machines. It's all like third world size stuff. It's like a little lawnmower motor in the center, and it's got like a bar that goes across, and it vibrates. And they run this, once they pour the cement, they run that little lawnmower thing down this thing, leveling it and flattening it out. And then after that, they let it sort of dry, and then they come back with it like this rake. And a guy stands on this side here, and he's got this long rake. He puts it here, sets it down, and drags it across, and that's what makes all these little lines in it for the traction, because it's always raining here. So, this road get pretty slippery. So anyway, just wanted to show you the construction part after we showed you the destruction part. So, but this is ongoing through all the way from the north end of the island all the way to the south, and a lot of the little side roads and stuff, they're all being rebuilt. And even the beach road where my property is, where it's all sand, just beach sand, they're actually preparing to pave that too, which I almost don't like, because the kind of sandy beach road kind of gives it some atmosphere. You know you're at a beach if the road's made out of sand or soil, just a white sandy road. So anyway, but they're going to pave it. They're going to pave all this. It's progress. So it won't be long. We'll look like Southern California, except for the tropical stuff, or more tropical stuff than they got. So that's it for now. We'll be back soon. Bye. All right, we're going down the new and improved National Highway. This is the finished product here, and as you can see, it's a little bit wider, about a foot wider on each side. It's very thick. It's not like super smooth highway, but again, it's great for motorcycles. We're actually leaving the town of Madridejos, which is the area that I live in, and headed south towards Bantayan town. And you can see though that it's really a nice road. It's just really a pleasure to have roads like this finally on Bantayan Island. It took them a while, to get them done. There's still patches that are not complete, and they continue to work on those every day. They're even working on them at night. All right, how I was telling you about them busting up the rocks and putting them in these rice bags? They may be putting them in cement bags, but this is basically the operation here. See, those are the rocks that they bust up. That's the cement over there. They get these blocks like this size. They have hammers and little sledgehammers, and they bust them up into these different sizes. And the finer grain stuff goes into these bags, but it's all recycled. Everything is recycled and put back into the highway. And so people get work and get employment out of this. They make money. You'll see entire families. You'll see, when I say families, I don't mean the mother and father and the kids. I mean the mother, father, uncle, cousin, brothers, grandmother out here busting these rocks up to make money. And it may be their only income, or they may be doing it for extra income. So, you just understand how things are done here in the Philippines. It's very manual labor. Keep the people employed, even if they're only making a small wage. At least they got a job. In the United States, we bring in these giant rock crushing machines, and they got one operator, and they crush rocks all day and recycle it to build our highways. But that only employs one person, and then they spent probably $800,000 or $1 million on all this rock crushing equipment, instead of paying that $800,000 or $1 million to the people that could just as easily crush it by hand and have some kind of an income. So anyway, just wanted to kind of give you the scope of the operation here and how things are done. Again, this is the new highway here. You can see how thick it is. See the rain grooves all cut in it. And it's over there on that side of the road. Everybody does it. It's all up and down this road. You can see them all the way down there. Just families you're dumping the rocks in their yard, and they bust them up and sell them right back. So that's how we roll in the Philippines, Bantayan Island. We'll see you soon. Bye.